Think about this for a moment. What if I told you that the affirmations you've been saying every morning could be 10 times more powerful? I know it sounds unbelievable, but there's an ancient energy source that can transform your daily affirmations from simple words into reality-bending forces. This isn't some made-up trick or complicated method. It's a power source that's been right in front of us, used by spiritual masters for thousands of years. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to tap into this energy and use it to supercharge every single affirmation you speak. Most people think affirmations are just about repeating positive words in front of a mirror. They say things like, "I am wealthy," or "I am confident," over and over, wondering why nothing seems to change. But there's a missing piece that changes everything. An energy source so powerful that it can turn those simple words into magnets for success. The best part? You already have access to it. You've had it your whole life, but no one ever showed you how to use it properly. This hidden power source is like having a supercharger for your thoughts. Imagine if every word you spoke carried the force of a tidal wave instead of just a ripple. That's what happens when you combine your affirmations with this special energy. It's like the difference between whispering into the wind and speaking through a cosmic megaphone that the whole universe can hear. Let's face the truth that most people don't want to talk about. Regular affirmations often don't work the way we hope they will. You've probably experienced this yourself. You stand in front of the mirror, saying all the right words, doing everything the self-help books tell you to do. But deep down, you feel like you're just talking to yourself. It's frustrating, isn't it? It's like trying to start a fire with wet matches. You're doing all the right motions, but something essential is missing. Here's what's really happening when affirmations don't work. You're using only a tiny fraction of your manifesting power. It's like trying to power your whole house with a single small battery. Sure, you might get a flicker of light, but you're never going to get the full illumination you're looking for. Without this special energy source I'm about to show you, you could spend years repeating affirmations and see only minimal results. Think about what this means for all the time you've spent on personal development. Every morning you've stood there, faithfully repeating your affirmations, hoping for change. But without this crucial element, it's like trying to drive a car without gas. You can sit in the driver's seat all day long, but you're not going to get anywhere. This is why so many people give up on affirmations altogether. They're missing the fuel that makes the engine run. I need to share something personal with you about my own journey with affirmations. 5 years ago, I was exactly where you might be right now. I had read all the books, watched all the videos, and tried every affirmation technique out there. I would wake up early every morning, look in the mirror, and repeat my carefully crafted affirmations. I did this religiously for months, but the changes I desperately wanted in my life seemed to stay just out of reach. I remember feeling so discouraged, thinking maybe I was just one of those people who wasn't meant to succeed with affirmations. My bank account wasn't growing, my relationships weren't improving, and my dreams felt further away than ever. I was about ready to give up on the whole idea of affirmations and write them off as just another self-help fantasy. But then something incredible happened that changed everything. One day, while I was researching ancient spiritual practices, I stumbled across an old text that talked about combining affirmations with a specific type of energy work. At first, I was skeptical, really skeptical. It sounded too simple to be true. but I was desperate enough to try anything, so I decided to give it a shot. What happened next absolutely blew my mind. Within just 3 days of using this energy source with my affirmations, I started noticing small changes. Within 2 weeks, people around me were commenting on how different I seemed. And within a month, opportunities I had been affirming started appearing in my life as if by magic. The changes weren't just in one area, they were happening everywhere. My confidence soared, my relationships improved, and yes, even my financial situation started to turn around. It wasn't because the words I was saying were any different. I was using the exact same affirmations as before. The only thing that had changed was that I was now combining them with this powerful energy source that amplified their effect exponentially. Let me be clear about something. This wasn't about some magical overnight transformation. I didn't suddenly wake up as a completely different person or with $1 million in my bank account. What happened was much more profound. The changes were real, sustainable, and built on a foundation that kept growing stronger. It was like I had finally found the missing piece that made everything else work. But here's what really got me excited. As I started sharing this technique with others, they began experiencing similar results. Friends who had struggled with traditional affirmations suddenly found their words carrying real power. People who had given up on manifestation work altogether discovered a new enthusiasm for it. It wasn't just working for me. It was working for anyone who applied it correctly. This discovery changed my entire understanding of how affirmations work. I realized that words alone, no matter how positive or well-intentioned, are just the beginning. They're like having a perfectly good car without any fuel. The energy source I discovered was like high-octane gasoline that made everything run at peak performance. And the best part? Once you understand how to tap into it, it never runs out. It's an infinite source of power that's available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. What makes this approach different is that it doesn't require you to change your whole life or learn complicated techniques. You don't need any special equipment, you don't need to buy anything, and you don't need years of spiritual training. All you need is to understand how to connect with this energy source and combine it with the affirmations you're already using. It's so simple that at first, you might wonder if it can really be this easy. But that's the beauty of it. The most powerful things in life are often the simplest. As I dug deeper into this practice, I began to understand why it works so effectively. Our words carry energy naturally, but when we combine them with this specific power source, something magical happens. It's like the difference between trying to push a car by yourself versus having a powerful engine doing all the work. The destination is the same, but the journey becomes infinitely easier and more effective. What if I told you that the most powerful energy source for supercharging your affirmations has been lighting up our night sky since the beginning of time? Yes, I'm talking about the moon. Not just any phase of the moon, but specifically the energy of the full moon and new moon. This isn't about astrology or complex lunar charts. It's about tapping into a natural power source that affects everything on Earth, from ocean tides to plant growth. And yes, even the power of your affirmations. Think about it. If the moon is strong enough to move entire oceans, imagine what it can do for the energy of your words. The ancients understood this connection deeply. They didn't just admire the moon for its beauty. They recognized it as a powerful amplifier of intentions and words. Every major civilization, from the Egyptians to the Mayans, used lunar energy to enhance their spiritual practices. They knew something that modern science is just beginning to understand. The moon's energy field has a direct impact on Earth's electromagnetic field, which affects everything, including our own personal energy. But here's the really exciting part. You don't need to be a spiritual master or lunar expert to use this power. The moon's energy is available to everyone, completely free and incredibly easy to work with. It's like having a cosmic battery charger that automatically amplifies everything you say and think. When you align your affirmations with lunar phases, you're not just speaking words. You're sending them out with the backing of one of nature's most powerful energy sources. Let's break down how this actually works in simple terms. Scientists have proven that the moon's gravitational pull affects water everywhere on Earth, not just in the oceans. Since our bodies are mostly water, we're naturally influenced by lunar energy, whether we realize it or not. This isn't mystical thinking, it's basic science. Studies have shown that the full moon affects everything from sleep patterns to emotional intensity. If it can have such a strong effect on our physical bodies, imagine what it can do for our words and intentions. When you speak affirmations during key lunar phases, you're aligning yourself with natural energy peaks. It's like surfing. You can paddle in the water anytime, but if you want to catch the big waves, you need to time it right. The full moon represents peak energy, perfect for amplifying affirmations about abundance, growth, and manifestation. The new moon, on the other hand, is ideal for fresh starts and planting the seeds of new intentions. This isn't about the moon magically granting wishes. It's about using natural energy cycles to boost the power of your own intentions. The connection between lunar energy and human consciousness has been documented in countless studies. Hospitals and police stations often report increased activity during full moons. Plants grown under different lunar phases show varying growth rates. Even the technology industry has started paying attention to lunar cycles for their potential impact on electromagnetic fields and communication systems. When you understand these scientific connections, using lunar energy for affirmations stops being mysterious and starts making perfect sense. Now let's get into exactly how to use lunar energy with your affirmations. The basic method is simple but powerful. First, you need to be aware of the lunar phases. The two most powerful times are the 3 days before and after a full moon or new moon. During these periods, find a quiet space where you can see the moon if possible. If you can't see it directly, don't worry. Its energy is still present and powerful. Start by taking 3 deep breaths to center yourself. As you breathe, imagine drawing in the moon's light and energy through the crown of your head. Feel it filling your body with silvery white light. This might sound fancy, but it's really just about making a conscious connection with the lunar energy that's already there. Once you feel this connection, begin speaking your affirmations. Speak them slowly, with feeling, allowing each word to be charged with lunar energy before moving to the next. The key difference in this method is the intention behind it. Instead of just repeating words, you're consciously using them as vessels for lunar energy. Think of each affirmation as a cup that you're filling with moonlight. The words themselves might stay the same, but they're now carrying a much stronger energetic charge. This is why people often report feeling a tingling sensation or a surge of energy when practicing lunar affirmations. They're literally filling their words with one of nature's most powerful energy sources. But remember, consistency is crucial. Just like you wouldn't expect to get fit from one workout, you can't expect instant miracles from one session of lunar affirmations. The real power comes from regular practice, especially during the key lunar phases. Keep a lunar calendar or use a moon phase app to track the best times for your practice. Over time, you'll start to notice patterns in how the different phases affect your manifestations, allowing you to fine-tune your practice for even better results. The beauty of this method is that it builds upon itself. Each time you practice, you're not just working with your affirmations, you're strengthening your connection to lunar energy. This makes each subsequent session more powerful than the last. It's like building a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Many people report that after a few months of consistent practice, they can feel the moon's energy even when they're not actively working with it, creating a constant background field of manifestation power. Now that you understand the basics, let's dive into some powerful advanced techniques that will take your lunar affirmations to the next level. First, let's talk about timing. While any time during full moon or new moon phases is powerful, there are specific hours that can amplify your results even more. The hour just after moonrise and the hour before moonset are like nature's power hours. During these times, the moon's energy is especially strong and clear, making it perfect for supercharged affirmations. Another advanced tip is using moon water with your affirmations. This is incredibly simple but amazingly effective. Just place a glass of water outside or on a windowsill during a full moon. As the water absorbs the lunar energy, it becomes a powerful tool. When you speak your affirmations, take small sips of this moon water between statements. It's like drinking pure lunar energy, helping your body become a stronger conductor for manifestation power. Even better, you can make enough moon water to last until the next full moon. Color coordination is another secret that few people know about. Different lunar phases work better with different colors, and matching these in your environment can boost your results significantly. During full moons, surround yourself with silver, white, or purple items while doing your affirmations. For new moons, black, dark blue, or deep purple create the perfect energy match. Even wearing these colors during your practice can help strengthen your connection to lunar power. Let's address the biggest problems people face with lunar affirmations and how to solve them easily. The most common issue is cloudy nights when you can't see the moon. Here's the truth. You don't actually need to see the moon for this to work. The moon's energy affects us, whether we can see it or not, just like gravity keeps working even when we can't see the Earth's core. Simply knowing the moon is there and opening yourself to its energy is enough. Another challenge people face is forgetting about lunar phases and missing the key windows for practice. The simple solution is to set reminders on your phone. There are plenty of free moon phase apps that will notify you of important lunar dates. Take 5 minutes to set this up, and you'll never miss a powerful manifestation window again. Even better, schedule your affirmation sessions like any other important appointment. Sometimes people worry that they're not feeling the lunar energy strongly enough. This is totally normal, especially when you're starting out. The key is to understand that you don't need to feel anything dramatic for this to work. Just like you don't need to feel gravity to know it's working, lunar energy operates whether you feel it strongly or not. Focus on consistency rather than intensity, and the sensations will develop naturally over time. Let's talk about what you can realistically expect when you start working with lunar affirmations. In the first lunar cycle, about 29 days, you might notice subtle changes in your energy and mood. Many people report feeling more in tune with natural rhythms and experiencing clearer thoughts. This is your energy field starting to align with lunar cycles. It's like your internal battery is getting its first real charge. During the second and third lunar cycles, things start getting more interesting. This is when people typically notice their affirmations beginning to manifest in small but noticeable ways. You might start having lucky coincidences related to your affirmations. Opportunities seem to appear more frequently, and you'll likely notice you're feeling more confident about your manifestation abilities. Your words will carry more weight, and you might find people responding to you differently. By the fourth lunar cycle, you should be seeing clear evidence of your affirmations taking root in reality. This is when the bigger manifestations often start happening. The key is to keep detailed notes about your practice and results. Write down every small sign of progress, every synchronicity, every coincidence. When you look back after a few months, you'll be amazed at how far you've come. Remember, you're not just working with affirmations anymore. You're partnering with one of nature's most powerful energy sources. Most people start seeing significant life changes within 3 to 4 lunar cycles, but here's the exciting part. The results keep building. As your connection to lunar energy strengthens, your manifestation power grows. Many practitioners report that after 6 months, their affirmations seem to manifest almost effortlessly. It's like the moon becomes a constant ally in your manifestation work, supporting and amplifying everything you do. The most powerful results often come from unexpected directions. While you might be focusing on specific goals, don't be surprised if you start noticing positive changes in other areas of your life too. This is because lunar energy tends to bring balance and harmony to all aspects of your existence. You might start out working on financial abundance and find your relationships improving too. Or you might focus on health affirmations and discover your creativity suddenly blooming. This is the magic of working with natural energy. It affects your whole life, not just isolated parts. Think of lunar affirmation practice as planting seeds in fertile soil under the perfect growing conditions. Some seeds sprout quickly, while others take more time to develop strong roots. The key is trusting the process and maintaining your practice consistently. Every affirmation you speak with lunar energy is like a seed being planted in cosmic soil. And the moon cycles provide the perfect natural growing conditions for these seeds to flourish. So now you understand that the moon isn't just a beautiful light in the night sky. It's your personal power station for manifestation. Everything we've talked about today isn't complicated or out of reach. You don't need special tools, you don't need to buy anything, and you don't need years of practice. All you need is your voice, your intentions, and the natural power of the moon that's been there all along. Think about what's possible when you start using this technique. Every affirmation you speak becomes charged with lunar energy. Every intention you set carries the power of nature's most consistent force. Your words become more than just sounds. They become carriers of real, tangible energy that can shape your reality. This isn't about believing in magic. It's about working with natural forces that science has proven exist. The moon has been influencing life on Earth for billions of years. It's moved oceans, guided animals, and helped cultures track time. Now, you can use its power to transform your life through supercharged affirmations. Every full moon and new moon is an opportunity to amplify your intentions and accelerate your manifestations. Every lunar cycle is a chance to grow stronger in your practice and closer to your goals. Start simple. Check when the next full moon or new moon is coming. Mark it on your calendar. Prepare your affirmations in advance. Remember, you don't need to wait for the perfect moment to begin. You can start practicing regular affirmations today. Then add the lunar energy component when the time is right. The key is to take action now, while this information is fresh in your mind. Create a simple lunar affirmation routine that fits your life. Maybe it's 5 minutes in the morning during key lunar phases. Perhaps it's a longer session under the full moon each month. The specific timing isn't as important as your commitment to regular practice. Set reminders on your phone. Keep a moon phase calendar. Do whatever it takes to make this a consistent part of your life. Consider starting a lunar affirmation journal. Write down your affirmations, track the moon's phases, and record your results. Over time, this journal will become a powerful record of your journey and help you fine-tune your practice. Many people find that looking back at their early entries after a few months provides amazing proof of how far they've come. We've covered a lot of ground today, from understanding lunar energy to practical techniques for supercharging your affirmations. But remember, this is just the beginning of your journey with lunar power. Each moon cycle brings new opportunities to strengthen your practice and manifest your desires. The key is to start where you are and build consistently from there. The moon has been a silent partner in human evolution for countless generations. Now it's time for you to consciously tap into this ancient power source. Your affirmations are about to become more powerful than ever before. Every word you speak with lunar energy carries the potential for real transformation in your life. I want you to remember something important. You already have everything you need to start this practice. The moon's energy is free, abundant, and available to everyone. You don't need to be special or gifted. You just need to be willing to align your words with natural cycles and trust in the process. Take a moment right now to commit to trying this technique for at least 3 lunar cycles. That's enough time to start seeing real results and building momentum in your practice. Don't worry about getting everything perfect. Focus on consistency and genuine intention. The moon's energy will meet you wherever you are on your journey. Remember to like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe for more powerful manifestation techniques, and share your experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your journey with lunar affirmations. Together, we're tapping into one of nature's most powerful energy sources to create positive change in our lives. Until next time, keep your eyes on the moon and your heart open to its transformative power. Your words are about to become more powerful than ever before. Peace, blessings, and abundant lunar energy to you all.